My question is as well to the Minister of Finance. We are 69 days out from an Ontario election. Right now, the Liberals are touring the province on the taxpayer dime, throwing money at everything that they ignored over the past 15 years. This government continues to show that they will say and do anything in order to cling to power. Just last year, the Liberals were committed and promised years of balanced budgets, but yesterday they announced a $6.7 billion deficit, not for this year, but for this year, next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that, and likely to infinity if they continue to be in government. So my question, why is this government so committed to clinging to power that they have thrown out any fiscal responsibility in their books, and how does that minister look at his friends on Bay Street?
Minister of Finance.
So, Mr. Speaker, we have just come out of the largest recession in our history. We've taken the appropriate steps not to make across-the-board cuts as advocated by the opposition. We've continued to move.
The member from Niagara West Glenbrook is warned. Carry on.
And we slayed the deficit, we balanced the budget, and we have a surplus of $600 million. And now we have a choice before us, Mr. Speaker. As the economy is growing slower than anticipated, do we cut those very services and programs, or do we invest more in hospitals and roads and bridges, in schools and in childcare? Do they want to cut the services that Ontarians depend upon and rely? Do they want to cut those programs that stimulate economic growth for the province? I say no, Mr. Speaker. No. We're going to invest, we're going to grow, and we're going to support the people of Ontario.
Thank you. Supplementary.
I can fix his response for him, Speaker. What we really have in front of us is a $6.7 billion deficit. He has projected $14.4 billion in efficiencies, or as he likes to call them, cuts, and we have a $325 billion debt, and our debt interest payments are out of control. The Ontario credit card is maxed out thanks to that minister and that government. The Liberals had 15 years to fix all of these problems, but only now, 69 days before an election, do they even want to pretend to fix them? We are ready to fight on this side of the aisle for hard-working Ontarians and put money back into the pockets of everyday people rather than take $2 billion of taxes out. So I ask the honourable member one more time, why doesn't this government help hard-working Ontario taxpayers, and why do they continue to ring up deficit after deficit after deficit after deficit after deficit?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Might be sooner than you think. Good idea. Have a coffee. No, decaf. Minister.
The member opposite wants to remind us of the deficits that the Progressive Conservatives have led in this province. For over 40 years, there's only been 8 balanced budgets. 3 were only from the Conservatives. And the member is now criticizing that we're the leanest government anywhere in Canada because of the transformations we make to be more productive. Wow. The member wants people to feel that it's wrong that we are the largest growth economy almost in the world. The member opposite doesn't like the fact that we have the lowest unemployment in 2 decades. We're almost at full capacity. The member opposite totally ignores that the GDP of our province is one of the largest in the world, and our debt to GDP is manageable, Mr. Speaker. Furthermore, she talks about the cost of that debt. I agree, and it's why we have taken the steps necessary to lower that overall cost, because when they were in power, 15.5 cents of every dollar went to pay interest. Today, it's only 8 cents, Mr. Speaker.